Hmm, my ship's for dinner. I wonder what sails in the morning. Hello, everypony. This is Radiant Sword, and welcome back to The Legend of Zelda: The Wind Waker HD. Last time, we scaled the Tower of the Gods, and we obtained the Master Sword. And we also learned the Hurricane Spin. In the words of Scorpions, it'll rock you like a hurricane. So let's get down to business. To defeat the Bokoblins. Mulan reference. So in this stream, we're gonna chart more islands. What's up, buddy? Headstone Island. It'll be important later. Small fry, there's a real heavy stone head blocking a cave on that island. Don't you wonder what's behind it? Don't you want to get in there? Let me tell you a great secret. If you go north 4 squares and east 3 squares to Fire Mountain, you'll find an item that gives you the strength to easily lift anything, no matter how heavy it is. Ooh! With that thing, you could lift that stone and toss it out of your way as if it were light as a feather. Looking forward to it. Oh. I'll get to the seagulls later. But first, I'm gonna chart another island. Two-Eye Reef. I tell you, lately no one around these waters has seen a beautiful fairy who bestows magic power. She used to live here, Fry. All anyone ever sees anymore are big octos that have been appearing lately. Maybe they scared her off. Oh no! I sure hope they didn't eat her. I hope not. Because if the big octo actually ate the fairy, I'd definitely be screwed getting everything. Alright, now we can get to the seagulls. And there she blows! The big octo is back. You can use your bow to shoot its eyes. Two arrows should be able to fell its eye. There we go. Big Octo defeated. And it's the only 4-eyed Big Octo in the game. Oh, Waker of the Winds. Thanks to you, I have been freed from that beast's foul grasp. As thanks, I shall give you just a little of my power. And with that, my magic power has increased. I now have twice as much as as we had before. In a place where the wind god guides you, you'll find one who can grant new power to the hero's bow that you wield. Power that can freeze fierce flames and melt the coldest ice. When you find you have need of such power, you must call upon the power of the wind god. May the winds of fortune always blow across your bow. Alright, now that's taken care of, let's go chart another island. You know what they say, when it rains, it pours. Oh no. Ooh, that was close. Let's see what this island's about. Angular Isles. Northeast of here is the Forest Haven. Duh! They say a truly unique kind of fire flower is indigenous of that place. You heard of it, small fry? It emits bursts of light in 7 colors. Supposedly it's as beautiful as a rainbow. If you want to capture one though, you'd best have a bottle to keep it in. That's all the info I've got to offer. If you want to hear it again, you have to throw some more bait on the water for me. Same dialogue as before. Onward to the next island. So how you doing this morning? I'm doing good. I also plan on doing the afternoon stream, because I'm feeling generous today. That's odd. Oh, there it is.
Almonds said hello.
Oh, hi, Almonds. Glad you could join us. How you doing? Boating course.
Almonds said, do you have an age limit?
I'm not limited to age anymore. Let me ask you something, Fry. Have you been using ZR to make your boat jump? Well, have you? Sure have. Of course, going out to sea just to jump around would be dumb, if you ask me. Anyway, what you can do is tilt the left control stick left and right to move your tiller just as you land. That's how you make a sharp turn. You didn't know that? Why don't you try it out? That's all the info I've got to offer. Well. Looks like we have a trick we can use. Watch this. Close enough. Oh, and just for the record, the map doesn't loop around. What a strange archipelago. Let's see what this island's about. 5-star Isles. Have you seen it, Small Fry? The ghost ship. Because it's real. It's ever been seen. It didn't
Said
seen
will you
before.
play Animal Crossing today? And how are you today?
I'm doing good. And yes, I will be playing Animal Crossing today. In these very waters. On nights when the crescent moon faces down, that's when horror rises. Wow, sounds like a scary story I could tell for Halloween. Or Nightmare Night.
Almonds. Said I got 300 points for getting a streak.
Well, well, well. Seems like you're a skilled Animal Crossing player. Alright, give me something awesome. Cliff Plateau Isles. Hey, Small Fry, do you know about the Nintendo Gallery? Sure do. The only way in there is to hit the switch that's way up high in the Forest Haven. But the only way to do that would be to bribe one of the ghosts by putting a little bait on your head. Done it before? Alright. Onward to the next uncharted island. So yeah, I'm gonna be a very busy streamer today. Bird Peaks Rock. Tell me, Small Fry, have you heard of the Golden Triumph Forts? They're there, on that island, or at least a chart leading to them is there. Where is it hidden, you ask? Well, for the answer to that, you have to ask a goal. And that's all the info I've got to offer. Alright then. Oh, that's right, you slow down whenever you go near the island, King of Red Lions. Ooh, there she blows! Another fairy isle. Question is, where's Fishman? Oh, I get it. You have to hold down ZR to do a sharp turns. The more you know. Horned Fairy Island. Tell me, Small Fry, do you have any of them golden feathers? I hear those things are all the rage with Rito ladies on Dragon Roost Island these days. They just go gaga over them. The thing is, the only way to get the golden feather is to defeat one of those bird monsters. Or so they say. Yup. Brutal men who have girlfriends sure have tough lots in life, I tell you. Alright, onward to the next island. Geez, I'm on a roll. Looks like we have another archipelago. Starbelt Archipelago. I wouldn't sail through these seas and nights when the left half of the moon is rising. Don't forget if you do, Fry. I'm warning you, it's not my fault if you get so scared that you can't go to the bathroom at night anymore. Man, those spooky stories are giving me the heebie-jeebies. Ooh, looks like I found another sub. I guess I'll save this sub for later. Let's see what the name of the island is. Flight control platform. Ooh, I wonder what that would be. To the west of here, over in Dragon Roost Island, you'll see all kinds of rocks. Big ones, little ones, some as big as your head. You get the picture. Anyway, they say that long ago, there used to be treasure hidden inside those things. Who knows? There may still be some left, and so you should open your eyes and take a good look around, from as high up as the sun to as low down as your toes. Alright, now we can take on a sub. I wouldn't mind having a sub sandwich. Ooh, it's dark. Oh crap. Trust me, I'm gonna use the bow a lot. Man, it feels like I'm in a monster mash. Mini blends, tutus, whiz robes, oh my. This is gonna be a massacre. Oh, you son of a wrench. Crap! No pain, no gain. And the problem is, it's hard to aim at the Wizrobes when you're dealing with the mini blitz. There we go. There we go. I'm down to 7 arrows. Gotta make them count. Gotcha! Oh, defeating the Wizrobes is all that matters. I'll take it. I wonder what my reward is. Platform chart. Now you can find the platforms out in the high seas. Open the chart on the map screen to view it. Now you can see where the platforms are. And yes, I'll be going over the platforms in other parts. Get away from me. Thank you. Alright. Welcome to the flight control platform. Let's see what we got. Birdman Contest. Sign encounter. If you think you were born to fly, then take the challenge of the sky. You to win fame and prizes. What am I, Dr. Seuss? Greetings, old person who has surely come to take the challenge of the big sky. This is where you can register for the official Riddle Tribe Birdman Contest. And now, listen. You're free to use any means, methods, or tools you have at your disposal to help you soar through the sky. The rules are simple. See how far you can go fly before you crash into the rolling seas, like so much dead weight driftwood. A banner stands now at the site where the great and talented champion, who has flown the farthest to date, crashed into the frothy waves in the massive splash of glory. If you are able to pass that flag, then you will be a new champion, and you will be drenched in praise, much as you will be drenched in seawater. The participation fee is a mere 10 rupees. Well, will you take the challenge? I will. For the Wright brothers. Okay. Then up the ladder you go. My brother waits you up top. You don't seem to have any wings or feathers or anything on your back. So you do have something that you can use to fly, right? I sure hope so. Here's wishing the wind beneath your, thing, whatever it is. Oh, a challenger! The contest is afoot. You see that banner far off in the distance. That marks the record distance set by our great and talented champion. You must pass that banner. Alright, but first, I'm gonna set the wind direction. There we go. Ready? Let's do it for the Wright brothers. Now you can use the updrafts to keep your flight stay upward. Fingers crossed that I'll make it. Almost there. Will I make it? Will I make it? Will I make it? Crap! Flight distance was 253 yards. Yes, a whopping 253 yards. 253 yards? Really? Wow, that is some great flying. But not quite great and talented. I have no more advice to share with you. All that's left is to cast your luck to the wind and just fly. Fly, boy, fly! But apparently I need to fly straight. That's inconvenient. Whoop! Time to use my grandma's elixir soup. It's a good thing it comes in 2 servings. The current record of your superb flight is 253 yards. All hail! You want to fly again, young fledgling? The entered fee is only 10 rupees. May you return as feathered and winged as the bird of the skies. Here we go! I think I did it too soon. Yeah, that was atrocious. That's not impressive. At the very least, you ought to be paying attention to the direction of the wind when you fly. Think. Man, that's brutal. Oh, wait. I'm not surrendering easily. I got one more serving of elixir soup. Alright, no more messing around. Pay attention to the updraft. Oh, kudos! Alright, ready, set, go! Don't fail me now. I'm gonna make the Wright brothers proud. I'm gonna do it. Please. Yeah! There's a chunk of magic left. And here we go! Goal! Congratulations! Your current record is an impressive 264 yards. Oh, breathtaking! You have shown me an incredible feat of aerial navigation. My eyes, they're unworthy. Amazing! You blew past my brother's best record in impressive fashion. You would make a fine and distinguished member of the Rito tribe. I guarantee it. The former champion upstairs says so too. You are both great and talented. As the new champion of the Birdman contest, please accept this great and talented prize. And with that, we got a hardcover piece. Come back anytime you feel the desire to fly again. I shall wait with one eye on the sky and the other in the sea. Jeez, I'm good. What's up? Oh, all the way out there? I see. Quite so. Nice sharp turn.
Almonds. Said BRB.
Okay. See when you get back. Alright, here's another island. Holy small fry! Overlooked Island. Hey, small fry, do you know about the Golden Triumph Forks? It's there, I tell you, on that island, the genuine article. But the cliff there rises sharply, and even if you wanted to climb it, there aren't any ledges or footlings for you to grab onto. So what are you going to do, small fry? This ain't Breath of the Wild. And it appears that we found another archipelago. Da 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 da. Seven Star Isles. If you see seagulls flying around some seawaters, that's a sign you need to be wary, Fry. Because the seagulls flock over whatever big octos appear. Big octos, I tell you. Those things don't mess around. Fortunately, I dealt with them before. I had to restock on arrows at one point. I'll be fine, though. Curiosity strikes me. Can I go in a ghost ship early? Apparently not. But this is giving me the chills. Alright. This is the second to last island I'm charting. Crescent Moon Island. You'd best be careful sailing these waters on nights when the moon is full. Well, if you like pure, soul-freezing horror, Fry, then maybe you can handle it. That's all the info I've got to offer. Looks like there's another submarine.
Almonds. Said, have you watched Avatar: The Last Airbender?
I haven't, but I heard the show's really good. Long ago, the four nations lived in harmony, but everything changed when the Fire Nation attacked. Well, looks like it's the mini-bin battle royale. Oh, by the way, if you get hit once while under the elixir soup effect, you lose your power-up. It's a blessing and a curse. Oh! Man, you can't handle this much carnage. Scram!
Said, at least you know that part one. Have an idea if I can come to your island later.
Okay then. That's awkward. The minibin looks like he's walking on a wall. Looks like he violated the laws of gravity as he is guarding this treasure chart. Well then, looks like I got looks like I have all the islands charted, except for Forsaken Fortress. Hasta la vista, baby, as our Arnold Schwarzenegger would say. Man, it's creepy. Oh, let's equip the grappling hook, because Bluetooth. Got some Bluetooth jelly. Keep it in your spoils bag. Deep within Bluetooth is a gelatinous essence that is said to be a magical cure-all. But unfortunately, it can't be used in its current form. They're like yellow tutus and green tutus combined. Okay, what do we got? I'm interested to know. Oh, another treasure chart. This game is generous with treasure charts. Now that's taken care of. Let's continue our voyage. And while I'm at it, I'm gonna open up the sea chart. Treasure chart 11. No, Jaws, I don't want you around me. I wonder what's below the sea. A piece of heart. Oh, hot diggity. Alright. Remember the cyclone you saw in the previous episodes? Well, I'm going to one now. Sure, it seems reckless. But hey, I'm an adventure-seeking alicorn. Looks like we have another treasure waiting to be salvaged. Alright. What's my reward? Another piece of heart. Alright. Our current mission is to find a cyclone. And here it is. This way I need it. So what do you have to do? is use the bow to shoot the cyclones. That's a heck of an arm you got there, here. And what an eye. No one's ever been able to spot me in there before now. You obviously have mastery of the air, and now that you've established that you're quite a Wind Waker, let's see if you can handle this. Go down, right, left, up. Whoa. And with that, we learned the Ballad of Gales. Wahoo! In the hands of the Wind Waker like you, my adorable little cyclones will be as happy as they can be. If you need to move like a wind over the ocean deeps, just call on my cyclones. Oh, I guess I'll head for home now. See you on down the road. Alright. Allow me to demonstrate what it does. For example, I want to go to Forest Haven. Now I can use the cyclone to get there in a jiffy. And while I'm here, I'm gonna go back to the Nintendo gallery. There it is. Sometimes it's hard to stop the boat unless you pull out the Wind Waker briefly. Hello. I like to turn in the photographs. As I stated before, you can have only up to 12 pictographs. And here's my last one. Alright. And about the Ballad of Gales, you can only use it if you're on a boat. I'm gonna be efficient and hold off on salvaging treasures until I get all the tools. Oh, since I have bombs, I'm gonna stop here. So here it is, Bomb Island. Bomberman, I'll make you proud.
Almonds. Said long ago, the four nations lived together in harmony. Then everything changed when the Fire Nation attacked. Only the Avatar, master of all four elements, could stop them, but when the world needed him most, he vanished. 100 years passed and my...
Wow, that's quite a long text. Even the text-to-speech couldn't handle it. But now I know the story. Kaboom! What the heck? Rude.
Said why did it not finish?
Oh, that's weird. Text-to-speech couldn't handle long captions, long text for some reason. But who am I to judge? Geez, those brambles can be a nuisance. They're a nuisance since Donkey Kong Country 2. Well, worry not. I got a solution.
Almonds. Said it was too long, the Avatar is too powerful for voice thing.
I see. Oh, and I gotta make sure I gotta pictograph the big octo before they're all gone. Oh, I haven't been in a fire dungeon in a long time. What's up, buddy? Mind if I stun you? Remember the Dragon Roost cavern? Guess what? The puzzle's back. I'm curious. Can these pots weigh down switches? Well, color me surprised. They do. Oh, too hot. Might as well play some basketball. Alright, gotta make a long shot. Could be a 3-point. Whee! And I missed.
Almonds. Said long ago. The almonds, why are you making me read this again?
Oh, you're tearing me apart, text-to-speech! Do-do-do-do-do-do-do. Now what's my reward for all the hard work? A piece of heart. Whoa. At least I tried.
Almonds. Said Reddit text-to-speech, or I will find where you live.
Alright, in fact, I'm gonna read it for you, since text-to-speech couldn't read all of it. Because I'm a nice person. Long ago, the four nations lived together in harmony. Then, everything changed when the Fire Nation attacked. Only the Avatar, master of all four elements, could stop them. But when the world needed him most, he vanished. 100 years passed, and my brother and I discovered a new Avatar, an airbender named Aang. And although his airbending skills are great, he has a lot to learn before he is ready to save anyone. But I believe Aang can save the world.
Almonds. Said yay thanks.
You're very welcome. I believe I'm on the right island. Yes, I am. Alright, let's salvage and see what we get. A silver rupee! One is worth a whopping 200 rupees. It's time to jump for joy. So happy. And there's another on Dragon Roost Island. Oh. Perfect time to get your camera out. There she blows! I'll use the cannon instead.
Almonds. Said how was your sleep?
It's good. Shazam! And the big octo's down. It's a good thing I took a picture of him before all the big octos go extinct. Do-do-do-do-do-do. Radiant Sword. Kicking gigantic monsters since 2016. And a reward for defeating the 8-eyed Big Octo is none other than the Orange Rupee. Oh. So next up, Dragon Roost Island. We can take care of unfinished business. What's my reward? Another silver rupee. We're back to Dragon Roost Island again. And there's something above the alcove. The bombs. And for blowing up the rock, you get a silver rupee. Oops. But back to the post office we go. And this song is so relaxing. So next up, the top floor. Hey there, long time no see, man. You got something for my mom? After I told her not to bug you and everything. Sheesh. Hi, what's up? We're holding our traditional Birdman contest on that little island over there. Why don't you give it a try? Maybe I'll go ahead and take a break myself. It's a good thing I got the Rock's cape. Oh, watch out for the Helmer Rock. Hey, buddy. And since I have a bow, I can easily fell the Helmer Rocks. Let the wind guide you. Yoo-hoo! Gotcha! I wonder what my reward is. An orange rupee. Okay, where am I? Oh, back to the entrance. How convenient. Alright, before we leave the island, I'm going back to Dragon Roost Cavern to obtain the Tingle statue. No magic here. It's quite strange to be replaying the dungeon that I already completed before. And since I have the Master Sword, those bokoblin look like small fry to me. That takes care of the keys. Oh. Do anything reckless. Am I gonna do something fancy? Apparently not. Where on earth am I supposed to go? Oh crap. Okay, good. I didn't touch the lava. But first I'm gonna equip the bombs. Alright, lay it down. And inside this chest contains the Dragon Tingle statue. It bubbles over with warmth. It'll be waiting for you on Tingle Island. Now we can leave the dungeon. However, I have no easy warp way back to the entrance. Oh, I might regret this. Unless... No, no, no. What? Ooh! That's the best stunt I ever did. Tom Cruise, eat your heart out. Anything in these jugs? Or jars? Okay. Alright. So next stop, back to Forbidden Woods. Oh, and since I'm here, I'm gonna blow up this rock. Do-do-do-do-do-do-do. Here we go. We're gonna take them all on. Our first enemies are choo-choos. One down, 3 to go. Oh, note to self.
Almonds.
Yep.
Said I played Legend of Zelda on 3DS. I never left the Starter Island, but thinking about the memories makes me happy.
Ah, okay. Do-do-do-do-do-do-do. No sign of magic.
Almonds. Said I could not leave cause the training to leave was to Haas.
Oh. And since you're watching the live... And since this Let's Stream... I'm basically your guide when it comes to beating Zelda games. Do you hold anything? Oh, just hearts. Wow. They look easy to beat. Alright, let's go through the door and claim my prize. The rupee's obvious. Oh, a purple rupee. That's just great. That was underwhelming.
SE Records Productions. Said. Hello, Radiant.
Oh, hi, SC. Glad you could join us. This is going to be a filler episode. However, there are things that are important. Like I got the Ballad of Gales. So glad to show you what Ballad of the Gales does.
Almonds. Said, do you like Animal Crossing or Zelda more?
I'm a big Zelda fan. In Animal Crossing, I play it just to give myself relaxation from all the stress I have. So back to Forest Haven.
SE Records Productions. Said, well, looks like I got a lot to catching up to do. Have been busy buying stuff for Mother's Day.
Ah, okay. Well, Mother's Day is 2 months away. Take that, freak of nature. Shazam! Those Boko bad boys are no match for my grappling hook. Whee!
Almonds. Said I gotta go.
Okay, see you.
SE Records Productions. Said, Mother's Day is tomorrow in the UK.
Oh, okay. Oh, and since I'm here, I'm gonna give Boko seeds to one of the Koroks. I've got some more. Alright, got blue potion again. Yeah, buddy. Alright, next stop, Forbidden Woods. Getting back to Forbidden Woods is a chore, I tell you. Whoa! Thankfully, it'll be my last time I go to Forbidden Woods. So I'm not too worried. Come on, updraft. I messed up. Man, I can't seem to go any further. Well, maybe I can. Ah, that was rubbish. And I'm gonna drown.
SE Records Productions said, oof.
Just curious on where will I spawn after I drown. On a boat. Yeah, going back to Forbidden Woods isn't easy anymore. So that makes it inconvenient. Oi! According to
SE Records Productions said, well, looks like you have to try that again.
No, right? Think I know a trick. It's hard to pull it off. Can I do it? Apparently not. Oh, come on! Oh no, 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 no. Oh! Jeez! Oi! Oh! Can you let me up? Thank you. Man, those guys can be rude.
SE Records Productions said. You got the wind direction in a very awkward position.
Sure do. Where does this opening lead to? Right over here. I think I'll make it to the updraft this time. Yeah! Life is kinda cool sometimes. Now I have to wait for the updraft to circle around. In fact, I'm gonna see if it's possible. Well, color me surprised. The stunt is working so far. Fingers crossed. I'm gonna take a shortcut to the main hub of the dungeon. Get it. Now, if I recall, there's a Tingle statue. If I can't seem to find something to blow up, I can always resort to the guide. Oh, looks like I'm resorting to the guide. Nope. It says, once inside the Forbidden Woods, travel down through the hole created after knocking down the large flower. Enter the door and take the path to the right through the door. I think I'm getting the gist. Is it right here? Yes, it is. That didn't take long. Got the Forbidden Tingle statue. It's covered in sticky sap. It'll be waiting for you on Tingle Island. So yeah, because this game lacks the Tingle Tuner, you have to use bombs to find well-hidden statues. Alright. Next up, Tingle Island. Wow, those guys are no match for the Master Sword. Too bad for them. As well do extreme lawn mowing. Oh, and after using the Hurricane Spin, it'll get you dizzy. So watch out. Alright, next up, Tingle Island. Hey there, buddy. Now that we're done with Forest Haven, for now, let's fly to Tingle Island. Alright. And since I'm here, I'm gonna salvage. I'm gonna do some salvaging. Dun, 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 dun. I wonder what's my prize. A silver rupee! Man, I'm swimming in rupees. I'm gonna make Scrooge McDuck jealous.
SE Records Productions said, Radiant, I can't stay for long. Turns out that I need to go out again to get another thing for Mother's Day. I see the rest of this stream on YouTube. I'll see you around Radiant. Later.
Alright. See ya, SC. Hi, Tingle. Oh, Mr. Fairy! I've been longing to see you, sir. What should we play? What do you want to play? What? You're not here to play? Next time, bring me one of my favorites. A chart. I haven't seen one yet. Please, sir, just bring me one, please. Goodbye, Mr. Fairy. Please come visit me here at Tingle Tower again, where wonderful fairy magic makes the place spin and spin. Heave-ho! Thanks for the gift. I know that Tingle statues are hard to come by. There's not much, but please take this. You're rewarded for being so skillful at finding Tingle statues. You got 50 rupees per statue. Lucky you. So 50 times 3 equals 150 rupees. I know what my big brother is like, but please play with him again soon, otherwise he gets out of sorts. Heave ho! Now you can mess around with the statues, but I'm not interested in vandalism. Alright. So next stop, Forsaken Fortress. We're finally going back to Forsaken Fortress. However, I'll tackle it in the next stream. Don't give up. Don't forget the bait. Aurel, I'm on my way. I will come and save you. Just hang in there for much longer. Suddenly it got dark again. I see Fishman. Suddenly it's heavily guarded. Alright, last island to chart. It's none other than the Forsaken Fortress. I hear there's a fellow on Windfall Island who's collecting skull necklaces. You know who it is, right? I don't, sorry. What I can tell you is that those piggish monsters you see in the Forsaken Fortress seem to carry those skull necklaces around all the time. Not that I think it's easy working stealing anything from the likes of those guys.
Oh wait, never mind. Turns out that I didn't need to go out again. Just ordered something on Amazon for tomorrow instead. Sorry about that.
Oh, that's okay. Well, we made it. We're back in the Forsaken Fortress. Oh, check. You can take down cannons using your own cannon or the bow. Or not. Maybe the boomerang. Well, color me surprised. It works. But I'm gonna take down the cannons in one hit using my own cannon. busting in. Ganon has likely been made aware of our little incursion already. But you have the Master Sword. That sword shall shine in the darkness, casting back evil. Within your hands, none can keep you from rescuing your sister. Do not be afraid. Alright, let's get down to business. However, we have no way of getting in. Uh-oh. Phantom Ganon, the mini-boss of the dungeon. Hey buddy, trying to take a picture of you. Not sure if she'll accept it. Why not? Tennis, anyone? Wow. He scored a point. After you score a point, to beat the crap out of him. Rinse and repeat in ad videum. On guard! And he's out of here. But don't expect it's the last you'll see him. Let's see what our prize is. A skull hammer. Set it to and use it with YXR. This mighty hammer can break things and pound obstacles to the ground. Some enemies even get stunned by the shockwaves it causes when you pound the ground with it. Stop! Hammer time! Squashed him flat. So now we can pound those stakes. Alright. We got a lot of treasure. We doubled our magic meter. We found the Tingle statues. We returned to Forsaken Fortress. I'd say it's a good time we stop this stream here. Next time on The Legend of Zelda The Wind Waker. Get away, I'm trying to do the outro. You too. Next time on The Wind Waker HD, we will storm into the...
Said, Radiant, I will say before I get back to do the recaps with you on Discord, I do need to watch your other parts one missed out on YouTube to get the idea of what in between the parts of the story.
No problem. Anyways, next time on The Wind Waker HD, we're gonna...
SE Records Productions. Said, Okay, bye guys.
Next time on Wind Waker HD, fourth time's the charm, we're storming into Forsaken Fortress and save our sister. So I hope you enjoyed the stream. If you did, please leave a follow and subscribe for ad-free viewing and Radiant Sword exclusive emotes. Other than that, I will see you guys in the next stream. May the magic of friendship light a way to victory. Radiant Sword, out.